Have you ever stopped in the middle of a shower and wondered who actually invented shampoo? Was it always this foamy, fragrant liquid we use today? Or did our ancestors wash their hair in a completely different way? Well, get ready, because we're about to travel back in time and uncover the surprisingly fascinating history of shampoo. Let's start our journey thousands of years ago. Long before shiny plastic bottles and fancy brand names, people still cared deeply about having clean, healthy hair. In ancient India, they had a brilliant system using natural herbs. Plants like shikakai, amla, and reetha were ground into a paste to cleanse and nourish the hair. In fact, the word shampoo itself comes from the Sanskrit word shampoo, which means to press, knead, or massage. So, from the very beginning, washing your hair wasn't just about getting rid of dirt. It was a ritual of wellness and self-care. It was about massaging the scalp and taking a moment for yourself. As this idea of hair care traveled the world, it took on different forms. In ancient Egypt, people used a mixture of water and citrus juices to cut through oil and grime, leaving their hair fresh. Over in ancient China, they discovered the secret of rice water, along with other herbal extracts, to achieve that famously shiny and strong hair. But here's a fun fact: while Asia and Africa were developing these amazing natural cleansers, many people in Europe were doing the exact opposite. For a long time, hair was rarely washed. Instead, people relied on powders, wigs, and strong perfumes to keep things looking and smelling presentable. It was a totally different approach to hair hygiene. So, how did we get from herbs and citrus juice to the liquid shampoo we know today? The big shift began in the 18th century. A remarkable Indian entrepreneur named Saifuddin Mahamed traveled to England and introduced the concept of shampoo, or therapeutic hair washing with herbal oils. He even opened a bathhouse in Brighton that became incredibly popular, and he was eventually appointed as the shampooing surgeon to King George IV. His methods were a sensation. Building on this, chemists and entrepreneurs in the early 1900s started experimenting. They moved away from harsh bar soaps, which left a dull film on the hair, and began creating the first liquid shampoos using a mix of soap and synthetic cleansers. These early versions were still a bit harsh, but scientists kept refining the formulas. They developed milder, safer ingredients, making shampoo gentle enough for regular use. And just like that, the modern shampoo industry was born, forever changing our daily routines. Fast forward to today, and the world of shampoo is almost overwhelming. Walk down any store aisle and you'll find an incredible variety. There are shampoos for dandruff, for color-treated hair, for oily hair, for dry hair. We have herbal shampoos, sulfate-free shampoos, medicated shampoos, and even super gentle baby shampoos. There's a specialized formula for literally every hair type and concern you can imagine. But what is really interesting is that we're seeing a huge trend of brands going back to their roots. Many popular modern shampoos are now proudly advertising ingredients like amla, neem, and rice water, the very same natural remedies our ancestors were using thousands of years ago. It seems we've come full circle, blending ancient wisdom with modern science. So, the next time you're lathering up your hair, take a moment to appreciate the incredible history in that bottle. You're not just washing away the day's dirt. You're taking part in a tradition of self-care that spans thousands of years and connects cultures from all across the globe. From ancient Indian herbs to the royal courts of England, the story of shampoo is a reminder that some of our simplest daily habits have the richest histories. If you love this journey through time, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Make sure you hit that notification bell too, so you won't miss out on our next deep dive into the amazing stories behind everyday things. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.